Good morning. Happy Easter Sunday. I was just sitting here at an Airbnb in Caterham, just south of London. Very, very nice. They've got this lovely green artificial grass. But I was just enjoying some sun here, waiting for a lift. I just wanted to talk about one of the themes that we hear a lot of is to do with people sitting in with their mental chatter, which is basically the thoughts in your brain, and sitting in a period of unknown, should we say. So a lot of it is to do with uncertainty, and I think it's the feelings that arise when you're on your own. You don't know the outcome of something, and ultimately you're feeling overwhelmed with isolation. And it's, maybe, for example, like to give you an example, so for like today, I don't know where I'm staying tonight. I'm visiting people down south in the UK. I've got nowhere to stay at the moment. I've checked out my Airbnb, and the feelings I have are, what am I going to do? Now, I've been in this situation 100 times before, if not more, and what will happen is that I will simply leave this place and I will find a cafe or find 10 minutes and I will book somewhere else for tonight, and then that is convenient to where I want to stay. But the current feeling, I know that will happen because it's happened hundreds of times before and I've always been fine. And the thing that I think is interesting is that part of the experience of going to different places, of traveling, of being, I wouldn't say single, but being in this situation where you're not in a cohabiting domestic situation, you're not married, is that you spend a lot of time on your own making up plans for yourself, and it requires real resilience and diligence and discipline, but it actually requires a degree of confidence and faith that you can sort things out, which you can, of course. So I think one of the, if you're sort of, and we had a couple of contacts last week from a couple of guys who are sitting in cafes, feeling really unhappy. One of them divorcing, one of them contemplating it, and that all those feelings of loneliness, isolation, overwhelm, uncertainty. Human beings don't like those feelings. You don't like knowing not what's going to go on. Your brain, your mental chatter overwhelms itself with what if scenarios. What if this happens? Oh my! And the challenge is to break the cycles of doomsdaying. So the challenge is to stop yourself ruminating about, oh, what happens if I can't find somewhere to stay, or what happens if this happens, or what you worry about, the outcome for the children, or you start to feel guilty about things, or you feel isolation, right? And all those thoughts are in your head, they're not in anybody else's. So the human brain is very good at taking you down rabbit holes of worst case scenario. And I think the point is, whatever you're feeling, right, at a time when you're feeling low, overwhelmed, distressed, unhappy, whatever the feeling, the negative feeling you're having, the important thing is to just find some space, like to sit and process, like, what you need to do in the short term versus what you need to do longer term. And what human beings desire is effectively safety, right? So human beings desire to be certain, and they desire to know. And when we sit in uncertainty, it causes this discomfort. So what you can be certain about is, where are you going to stay? Putting food on the table, routine. This is why movement and the gym is so important. It gives you structure. Be certain about the things that you can control. Your health and well-being, your relationship with people, showing up, not letting people down, performing at work, and that is the foundation from which you can create some certainty. Everything else about the future, you don't know anything about. What I can say to you, just like finding somewhere to stay tonight, is that all those answers will appear. There's a great phrase somebody told me that when we're ready, the answer will appear. Or when we're ready, we'll know what to do when we get there. I'm terrible at quotes. Mark's much better. So if you just sit and reach out to people as you need to find points in the diary in the future where you've got contact with people, build your social network, make sure that you're not letting people down. If you're sitting here and all your friendship group is decimated by a relationship breakup, find new friends. Your job when you're feeling uncertain is to create certainty with the things that you can control, like the things I've talked about. So don't fear being on your own without things that are certain. It will happen throughout your life. So learn to sit and know that everything will be fine, and control the things that you can do. Go for a walk, get out of your head. Put something in the diary ahead today to look forward to, whether it just be saying, look, it's 11 o'clock, I'm going to go for a walk at 2 o'clock. Tonight I'm going to do, put routine around your day when you're on your own. Put routine around your day. Put milestones in there. Maintain, even something like, I'm going to go for a walk. I can't go to the gym, I'm going to go for a walk. And that's good for me. So you're, even on a bad day, you're investing in your health. And, find time to write a blog or read a book, or, make an unproductive day productive as you can, and build within that uncertainty. Take care.